Hello, welcome. So, the plan today, we're going to be reading Naruto fanfiction. So those of you may have tuned into the bedroom reveal stream, may know that we read 2 chapters of the TUAOA Naruto fanfiction story. So in general, the conceit, it's an AU story. The conceit of it is, what if when the nine-tailed fox was sealed within Naruto, Sonic the Hedgehog was pulled through dimensions and also sealed within Naruto? So that's the idea. So Naruto's a bit different. He's got a lot of Shadow's powers. It is still unclear if the nine-tailed fox is also in there somewhere, but we've heard Shadow talk to Naruto on occasions. Naruto seems to have chaos control and like super speed and stuff, so that's pretty good. And so last episode on so the first 2 chapters we read pretty much just covered the first little bits of Naruto, which is him in the academy, him graduating and fighting Mizuki, whatever, the chump Chunin that attacked him in Aruka. So he demolishes that guy in really easy fashion, and then he meets Kakashi and Sasuke and Sakura the first time. So they're a squad now, and it's time for the test. They did their little meet and greet. Naruto is proving himself to be more edgy than Sasuke, mostly thanks to being part Shadow the Hedgehog. And we this chapter, so the cliffhanger we were left on was they were about to start the bell test. So Kakashi, their Jonin mentor, has 2 bells, and they need to get the bells from him before nightfall. Otherwise, they will not be allowed to actually graduate. So it's like sort of his final test, and only 2 of them will make it, and 1 will not. So because there's only 2 bells, right? So whoever does that. So that's where we're going to be starting off. Is we're starting with the bell test that Kakashi is giving the squad. So let me come on over here. Yeah. No, maybe I'll be on the left side today. I'm never on the left side. I'm always on the right side. Let's do left side for reading. Why not? Where is it? Ah, perfect. So let me come a bit smaller and over to the side some. Yeah. Okay. So where is this tab? There it is. Found it. We're good. We're good. It's all good. It's happening. So here we have TUAOA Naruto the Ultimate Shinobi. Fantastic. All right, so then this is author's notes. All right, we're ready. Here we go. Ready? Begin! Both Sasuke and Sakura immediately hid themselves in the surrounding areas while Naruto swiftly assumed a battle stance. Lesson number 1, Taijutsu, said Kakashi as he dug into his hip pouch and pulled out a book titled Icha Icha Paradise. Naruto's face vaulted and shouted, "What?" Not like I have to fight seriously, according to his records, Kakashi thought to himself while leafing through his book. Sure, Naruto was fast speed-wise, but only using speed in combat situations tended to get one in deep at the worst of situations. Chaos Spear! Naruto shouted as a crackle of chaos energy surrounded his palm, before a spear-like beam of energy launched from his palm. Kakashi quickly evaded and looked at the results of Naruto's attack. His mouth gaped. It's a good thing I dodged that, Kakashi thought as he stood before a hole in the tree about 3 meters deep. But what we'd really like to know is what is up with that technique. It's definitely not chakra. Kagebunshin no Jutsu. Naruto created 6 clones on land, but submerged himself in a nearby water source. All of the clones rushed in to combat. Kakashi easily evaded them and sat behind the back of the original, or so he believes. Never let your enemy get behind you, said Kakashi, his hands in the tiger seal. You were saying, said the original Naruto, jumping out of his hiding spot and grabbing his back. What? Behind me? Kakashi thought in shock before hearing Naruto shout, Chaos Blast! A dome of red energy expelled Naruto, vaporizing everything in the surrounding area. It's a good thing I substituted that log. What a fierce attack, Kakashi thought as he witnessed from a considerable distance the total chaos and destruction in a 5-foot radius from that last attack. Meanwhile, both Sasuke and Sakura, both of their mouths were gaping. Remind me to, thought Sasuke, never piss off Naruto, finished Sakura, thought secretly. Though secretly, Sasuke was envious and cursed himself for not awakening his Sharingan yet so he could copy that technique. I think I will be on the right side. As much as I would like to join the left side gang, I don't like it. Alright. Naruto looked at the panting Kakashi and smirked. Been meaning to try this out. Chaos Attack! Naruto vanished and seemingly teleported to Kakashi. And Naruto begun his taijutsu assault. A panicked Kakashi instantly replaced himself with a log. Praise the holy log. Kakashi could have sworn that he heard people say, Amen. I think I did enough damage for one day. Time to go. Chaos Control, thought Naruto as he vanished in another flash of light. I hate to admit it, but to pass this test, we'll need teamwork. I sure hope Sakura has realized this. Naruto appeared behind Sakura, who shrieked, causing all of Team 7 to cover their ears. I was right, she is a banshee. Hey Sakura, let's work together to pass this test. Sakura refused. Sasuke-kun can pass this without teamwork. He doesn't need anyone's help, especially not yours. Naruto left without saying a word, but then... Sakura, help me, pleaded a badly injured Sasuke, who had multiple kunai and shuriken impaled and sticking out of him. Of course, anything for you. Ah! She screams and faints, while Kakashi mumbled from a nearby tree branch. Maybe I overdid it with that genjutsu. Meanwhile, Naruto's left eye was twitching badly while muttering, "What a pitiful excuse for a kunoichi." Kakashi encountered Sasuke. "You know your teammates are missing in action. Sakura's down and I have no idea where Naruto is hiding himself." Kakashi spoke with an unconcerned tone towards Sasuke. "I'm different than both of them. I don't need that Banshee's help, and Naruto, he's strong, but he couldn't beat you by himself. So I'm better than him," Sasuke said to Kakashi, arrogance dripping out of his tone before jumping to attack him. Lesson number 3, ninjutsu. Kakashi stated while evading Sasuke's constant jabs and kicks. Eventually, Kakashi leapt back. Sasuke simply flicks a kunai. "Your taijutsu is excellent, a step above the others, but your aim is a bit off," Kakashi said while not even moving when the kunai whizzed past his head by a ninja. Sasuke smirks. "Nope, I hit my target." Kakashi realized that Sasuke wasn't aiming at him. In fact, aimed at a ninja wire. When the wire snapped, it set off and triggered a trap that launched multiple kunai at Kakashi. "Not bad for a genin. What else?" Kakashi asked as he deflected or dodged the kunai with his own. Sasuke made a flurry of hand seals, ending with the seal of the tiger. "What? No mere genin should have the chakra capacity for that jutsu," Kakashi thought in shock. "Katon, Gokyaku no Jutsu, fire release, grand fireball jutsu." Sasuke inhales a large amount of air, aims, and blows out a moderately sized fireball directly towards Kakashi, who was consumed by the flames. "Did I get him?" thought Kakashi. God, sorry. Did I get him? Thought Sasuke, before looking around, forward, backward, to the left, to the right, and above him. Where is he? "Below, Doton, Shinju Zanshu no Jutsu. Earth release, double suicide decapitation jutsu." Kakashi's two hands emerged from underground and dragged Sasuke down until only his head... If I can speak suddenly, my throat caught. Dragged Sasuke down until only his head remains above ground. "Those who are better than others tend to be knocked back down," laughed Kakashi, as he prepared to use Shunsen no Jutsu to vanish and reappear elsewhere, only for Naruto to interrupt him. "Chaos attack!" Kakashi evaded and vanished, employing a Shunsen no Jutsu, but Naruto got his target. It was the scene of a buried Sasuke that Sakura came across, and it made her scream again. "Useless fools," said Naruto as he stepped through the trees. "The secret to this test is to work ring as a team, but we failed that," finished Naruto with an angry sigh before making a shadow clone to dig Sasuke out. "Sakura, you didn't even try to assist anyone at all. Sasuke, you're strong, but you did everything by yourself. And Naruto, Kakashi had to pause there, as he easily held Sasuke back. "Here's an example of what I'm talking about. Sakura, kill Naruto or Sasuke dies." "What? That was merely a hypothetical situation. But your team can be in a situation like this," Kakashi said, releasing his student, who glared angrily at him. Sakura was tied to a tree stump while Naruto and Sasuke were sitting to the sides of her. The objective of this test was to use teamwork to get the bells, but you actually made a pretty good effort, except for Sakura, who didn't show any promise at all. So I am giving you three another chance, but the bell test will be much more difficult. Naruto and Sasuke get to eat these two bentos, but don't feed Sakura. I will give you half an hour to eat. Kakashi used Shunsen no Jutsu to vanish. Wow, I get the feeling that this fanfiction author is very firmly decided in the hates Sakura camp, which is, hey, more power to you. That's a very, very popular camp to be in. You can make lots of friends by dunking on Sakura. After a while, Sasuke couldn't stand Sakura's growling stomach, so he offered his bento to her. Damning himself to hell, Naruto also offered his bento. However, just as she was going to accept the food, a thunderstorm appeared, and in a flash, Kakashi also appeared. "You two, You would feed Sakura? Even though I hate myself for saying this, she's our teammate, and I refuse to continue this test with a hungry teammate. Naruto spoke with annoyance while glaring back at Kakashi. I see. In that case, I will tell you that all three of you pass. And then with his infamous eye smile, what? Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto said in a quizzical manner. You didn't abandon your teammate. You looked underneath the underneath. In the ninja world, those who break the rules are trash, that's true. But those who abandon their comrades are worse than trash. Kakashi spoke, getting nods of agreement from his two male students before they got up and started to walk away. I knew that we would pass, thought Sakura smugly before realizing that her teammates had left her tied up. A little help, Kakashi-sensei, Sasuke-kun, Naruto? Sakura couldn't untie herself because she was so busy staring at her Sasuke-kun, leaving her wondering what to do. I hope Sasuke-kun rescues me. He wouldn't leave a damsel in distress, would he? Thought Sakura, who sat there all day. Naruto was walking around Konoha late at night, hoping to run into Hinata. He didn't have to go far, for he found her just leaving her team's training grounds. Hello, Hinata. Hep! Naruto-kun, yelled a surprised Hinata. What are you doing later? Why do you ask? Stuttered a nervous Hinata. Even though I find your stuttering quite cute, you can stop it now. No one else is around. Immediately, Hinata's nervous expression became a calm one. Oh, this is a plot twist. Oh, where are we going? I'm sorry, a force of habit, I guess, Naruto-kun. That's better, Maria-chan. Maria-chan, are you cheating on me? Playfully asked Hinata in a teasing tone. No, it's just that Shadow the Hedgehog knows a girl named Maria with your same charm and personality, not to mention cuteness. He frequently changes my vocal pattern, so I may accidentally call you Maria. But I prefer to call you my Hinata-hime. Who's Shadow the Hedgehog? That's a, you know, Hinata, that is a good question. Who is Shadow the Hedgehog? Right, you've never met him. He's a black hedgehog who rightfully claims to be the ultimate life form. He's like a voice in my head, but he's very informative, so I trust him. Take her to your mindscape. I wish to meet her, Shadow spoke inside of his mind. Well, it's getting late, so I have to go. Hold on, Shadow wants to meet you. Hold on. Naruto grabbed Hinata's hand, and seconds later, they both mentally disappeared and reappeared in Naruto's mindscape. Naruto and Hinata soon opened their eyes to find themselves on a massive highway that seems to be floating in space. It all led to a strange machine-like face with a long nose, which all seemed to rest on what appeared to be half of the moon. Grab my hand, Hinata. Two cries of chaos control later. One from the ultimate life form himself and the other from Naruto. They were face to face with Shadow the Hedgehog. After that encounter, wait, we're just skipping it? We're just skipping the encounter? We don't get to see Hinata and Shadow talk? Oh man. After that encounter, Hinata yawned cutely. Why don't I walk you home? Okay, Naruto-kun. Naruto walks Hinata home. Naruto, make sure to stay out of sight of the two guards at the compound gates. Hinata turned to Naruto and said, Good night, my dark prince. Sweet dreams, my Hinata-hime. Oh, wow. So a lot was revealed there at the end. First question, why did Shadow want to meet with her? Was it not important? Are we going to find out later? I'm confused. Because he was like, no, I want to meet her. And then like we don't actually get to see him meet her. So I'm a little confused. But also, apparently Naruto and Hinata are just dating on the down low, I guess. They're already a thing. Chapter 3, Naruto and Hinata are already a thing. We haven't even gone to, what is it, the Land of the Waves yet. So we haven't even seen Zabuza or done anything really. That's kind of crazy. Also, apparently her So I guess she has something else going on. Her stutter is an act, I guess, which is a little weird. Like, I did not see it coming, but okay. Well, chapter 4. Here we go. Shadow wants to fuck Hinata. It was a threesome. Yikes. Listen, you're not allowed to have sex with the Sonic the Hedgehog characters. That is not allowed. Right? Everybody on the internet knows that those are the most unsexual characters on the internet. Never look anything up. Alright, chapter 4. A couple of weeks later, we find our team in the middle of a mission. Speedster here. Any sign of the target? Kakashi spoke into his radio, saying Naruto's codename. I see the target. It's about a yard to your left, Speedster. Thanks, Avenger. Pink Banshee, what's your distance from the target? I'm directly behind you, Avenger. Okay, on my mark. Capture the target in 3, 2, 1, shouted Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, all at the same time. The 3 Genin leapt for the target, only for Naruto to get scratched up along with Sasuke. But Sakura escaped without a single wound. Mission to capture Tora the cat has been completed, said Kakashi with his nose buried in his book, as he handed Tora to his mistress. Ah, an excellent job. I have more D-rank missions here. Gardening a yard, babysitting, garbage disposal, walking the Inuzuka dogs. Hiruzen continued listing off the names of other missions available. Tora? Sigh. Or capturing Tora again, Hiruzen said in exasperation. I demand a higher ranked mission. These D-ranks are basically chores that the civilians are just too lazy to do themselves, screamed Naruto in a pissed off attitude. There were only so many D-rank missions one could take. Oh, I see here that you've done more D-ranks than all the other rookie teams combined. Okay, I'll assign you a C rank as an escort. Oh, are we escorting someone important? Asked aboard Naruto. I'm afraid not. Anbu, please bring in the client for the mission. Hiruzen spoke while signaling to the Anbu who were standing by in the room. Hi, Hokage-sama. He vanished, using Shunsen no Jutai, and returned a second later with an old man. This is Tazuna-san. He has paid for the C-rank mission to both protect and escort him to Nami no Kuni Bridge, where he's constructing a bridge to the Fire Country. Once there, you will continue to provide protection to the bridge workers until they have completed construction. Any questions or comments? Asked the Hokage to Team 7. I've paid requesting a team of highly trained ninjas only to receive a pink-haired female ninja, an emotionless boy, and a shorty, said Tazuna while drunk. The leader doesn't look that dependable either. Okay, that's it. Nobody calls me shorty, Naruto shouted, flexing his left hand and muttering chaos. Kakashi stopped Naruto by bonking him on the head. We don't kill our clients, Naruto, he said calmly while Naruto rubbed the spot. When do we leave? Asked Sakura. That's up to our sensei, Sakura-san, Naruto replied with no respect to Sakura. That's true, Naruto. Meet at the front gates in an hour. Hi, sensei, said the 3 Genin before departing for their homes. Within 2 hours, the Genin met up at the front gates, moments before their sensei arrived. Sorry I'm late, Tazuna here kept asking for more liquor. Liar, liar, pants on fire, said Naruto in a flat tone. It's true, shorty, I kept asking him for liquor. That actually sounds plausible. Alright, hold on just 1 second. And my soul has returned to my body. Wonderful. So, about half a day's walk from Konoha, Naruto found a puddle on the side of the road. Oh, come on, lame-o disguise. It hasn't rained in weeks, Naruto thought in annoyance at the careless mistake of a genjutsu disguise. Agreed, but leave the puddle alone for now. Whoever made the puddle must have a motive, Shadow said to Naruto, also unimpressed by the faulty disguise. Kakashi made a mental note about the puddle, but seemingly ignored it. Once the team passed the puddle, 2 Chunin emerged from the water. The 2 Chunin were similarly dressed. The only difference between them was that they were both wearing a chained gauntlet on either hand. The 2 gauntlets were connected by a chain. "One little piggy down," muttered one of the twins as the 2 wrapped their bladed chain Kakashi, before pulling it apart, shredding Kakashi. "Sensei!" yelled Sakura as Naruto and Sasuke immediately moved to protect Tazuna, before a bladed chain wrapped around Naruto and shredded him, only for that shadow clone to explode. When the smoke from the explosion cleared, Sasuke flicked a shuriken in the middle of the chain, then locked it in place with a well-thrown kunai. Unfortunately, the Chunin released their chain. One of the Chunin went after Tazuna, who was guarded by Sakura. Sasuke swiftly appeared in front of Sakura, only for the Chunin to be clotheslined by Kakashi, while the other one was knocked out by Naruto. Good job incapacitating the Demon Brothers. These 2 are known as Gozu and Meizu, 2 Chunin ranked shinobi from the Kirigakure no Sato. Kirigakure? I think that's probably right. Who are known for not giving up in battle unless they're knocked out. "Why were these 2 Chunin after you, Tazuna?" Kakashi asked the sweating and nervous client, who then promptly spilled the beans. I like how Naruto basically Kakashi. What? Oh, you like how Naruto is basically Kakashi in this version of the story? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. So it's a fun dynamic. So Nami no Kuni was taken over by Gato, which explains why you were unable to pay for this B rank, potentially A rank mission. "My team is not ready for this mission, meaning we have to go back to the village," said Kakashi with a sigh. "God damn it, no!" roared Naruto. "I refuse to leave the situation alone. It'll gradually get worse, but not if I have anything to say about it." Sasuke agreed with Naruto, and Sakura agreed with Sasuke. Sigh. "If you 3 are so sure about this, we will continue the mission." Tazuna, along with his escort, Team 7, arrived at a massive body of water. There was a small canoe parked with a Roman standing near it. The canoe was big enough to fit 4 people, although a 5th person could also ride in it. Wait. So if the canoe was big enough to fit 4 people, although it could also fit 5, isn't it just the canoe was big enough to fit 5? Is this gonna matter? Is this like a specific... Is this canoe a plot device that it can only do 4? "Ah, Tazuna, I was wondering when you would get back." "Are they the ninjas that you hired?" the man gesturing towards Team 7. "Yes, they're the team that was hired to help me. I want you to meet the ninjas." "I am Kakashi Hatake." Or, well, I guess Hatake Kakashi. "This team's teacher and leader," said the ninja with gravity-defying silver hair spiked towards the left. "My name is Uchiha Sasuke," said the black-haired boy. "I am Haruno Sakura," said the pink-haired banshee. "And I'm Uzumaki Naruto," said our favorite blonde. Wait. I thought he wasn't blonde anymore. No, okay, sorry. He is still blonde, he just has black tips. No, hold on. I've got to double check this. I have to know. Hold on. No. How do I... Ah, there it is. No orange jumpsuit. So, his blonde spiky hair had red highlights. Okay, that's what it was. So he's blonde and red haired. That's right, because I was wondering, I was like, wait, I thought he was like black hair now, but no, he's still got the blonde hair. It just has highlights. Uzumaki, no, he couldn't be. But what if he is? Thought the Roman. I'd better look into this further. But he looks nothing like a member of that clan anyway. Actually, what's really funny is that in this version this person made, Naruto probably looks more like an Uzumaki than he does in the normal show, right? Because the Uzumakis have red hair and typically wear dark clothing, right? So technically, I think they actually made Naruto a lot more Uzumaki than he was before. That's cool. Neat to think about. Pleasure to meet you all. Now I must ask you all to board this canoe and remain silent for the duration of the ride. Wouldn't want the wrong people to spot or hear us. There's no need for me to board. With my speed, I can run across the water, thought Naruto before sighing and boarding the boat. But it's best not to reveal my full speed anyway. You're right. Only use my full speed as a last resort, Shadow said in agreement to his host's actions. Ooh. Naruto's fast enough to run on water. Ooh, I wonder what they're going to do with the plot points in the I don't know if it's going to get there, but the plot point in the future of him being taught how to use chakra to be on the water. The five arrived at the pier. The Roman bade farewell to Tazuna. He then proceeded to speed off into the distance. The party of four proceeded to traverse the cloudy forest when suddenly, Shadow sensed something wrong with the air currents. Naruto, everyone get down, Shadow had begun to say, with Kakashi ending his suggestion. Kakashi tackled Tazuna to the ground, while everyone else hit the floor, as a massive blade just missed beheading the group. The massive blade hit a tree, and a man materialized himself there. The person was a tall and notably muscular man, with pale skin, short, spiky black hair, brown eyes, and small eyebrows. He was wearing bandages like a mask over the bottom half of his face. Under his mask, he had a relatively narrow jawline and jagged teeth. He wore his forehead protector sideways on his head. The demon of the mist, Momochi Zabuza, Kakashi said in surprise at the A-rank missing nin. Ah, the copy nin, a man who's mastered over 1,000 jutsu, Kakashi. Also his team of brats who aren't worthy to be ninja. Step aside. My target is Tazuna, Zabuza spoke while looking at the team without concern. Well, you have to go through me first, boasted Kakashi. Looks like I'll have to reveal this, Kakashi thought as he lifted the left side of his headband to reveal a scar running down his eye before he snapped it open, revealing the Sharingan. A Sharingan? Only members of my clan can awaken the Sharingan. Could he be? Thought Sasuke. Ah, the infamous Sharingan. No matter. Kirigakure no Jutsu, hidden mist jutsu. Zabuza created a mist that limited everyone's invisibility. Everyone be careful. Do your best to guard Tazuna. I have not fully mastered the Sharingan yet. Kakashi then releases some killing intent, making Shadow tremble in anticipation. But it made Sasuke want to kill himself to escape the KI. Don't worry, I'll defend this team with my life, Kakashi eye smiled. Too late, said Zabuza, as he appeared within the guard formation that was made by Team 7. He moved to behead the whole team along with his target, only for Tazuna to explode, sending Zabuza flying. Naruto appeared where the fallen Tazuna had died, only to reveal the dead body of a shadow clone of Naruto, along with another Naruto. This makes you want to watch Sonic Boom clips. Hey, there's some good stuff in Sonic Boom. That'd be a good one to watch, actually. Maybe I should schedule a watch along or something for that. It'd be fun. Because I've never actually seen all of Sonic Boom or a full episode. I've just seen clips, but it looks hilarious. So I'm down. Anyway, so there was a shadow clone of Naruto and another Naruto where Tazuna exploded. Chaos Spear! Naruto focuses to make his hand crackle with energy before he launches a spear-like projectile at Zabuza, who, when struck, melted into a flying puddle of water. A Mizu Bunshin, water clone, thought Kakashi, as Zabuza appeared and kicked Kakashi into the water. And now, caltrops, Kakashi splashes into the chakra-laden water. Foolishness! Zabuza then vanished, using the Shunsen no Jutsu. This water, why is it so heavy? Unless... No! Kakashi tries to splash out from the water, but then Zabuza appears standing next to him, on the water. Fool! Suiro no Jutsu, water prison no Jutsu. Kakashi is trapped in the bubble of water that was harder than steel, with the real Zabuza holding the jutsu. And now, Mizubunshin no Jutsu, a nearby water source, became Zabuza. Time for my patented speech. Kirigakure no Jutsu, the water clone of Zabuza, created a mist that limits everyone's visibility. Then, he disappeared in the fog. There are 8 vital points, including the throat, the spinal column, the lungs, the liver, the jugular vein, the subclavian artery, the kidney, and the heart. There are so many choices that I cannot decide which to pick. You forgot the carotid artery? Naruto pointed out sarcastically. The team stared dumbfounded at the blonde as he began counting on his fingers, as well as the septum, the larynx, the floating ribs, the 4th cervical vertebrae, the clavicle. Not helping Naruto, Sakura had a huge tick mark above her head. Who asked you, you banshee? Said Naruto in a pissed off voice, silencing Sakura. Who knew that Naruto could kill her so easily? As for Kakashi, who was still trapped in the water prison, he found it mortifying that a boy his age knew so many vital spots on a human body. Gee, brat, thanks, Zabuza spat in a sarcastic manner, still hiding in the mist. Screw my target, I'm gonna kill him for that remark. With the clone focusing all his attention on Naruto, he failed to notice that Sasuke unfolded a demon wind shuriken and flicked it towards the real Zabuza. A Fuma shuriken? You really think that's going to affect me? Zabuza asked as he effortlessly hopped over the shuriken. Only for the shuriken to transform into Naruto, who launched 2 chaos spears. I'd advise you to dispel the jutsu to dodge that, because Naruto's chaos spear was powerful enough to penetrate several trees. Kakashi spoke to Zabuza, not really caring if his student killed the missing nin for being too stupid to dodge the attack. I don't like the look of that attack. Maybe I should heed Kakashi's warning. Nah, thought Zabuza, only to gape at the chaos and destruction caused by the first chaos spear. Oh shit, never mind. Zabuza managed to dodge the attack by dispelling his water prison, but now freed Kakashi was about to behead Zabuza. But before he could, 2 senbon were launched from the trees and pierced Zabuza's neck, killing him. Sorry to steal your kill, but as a hunter nin, I have to destroy his body before somebody can steal his secrets. The hunter nin body flicked to Zabuza and once again employed body flicker, with Zabuza's body in the hunter nin's grasp. Wow. I guess so. So Zabuza's dead, I guess. Where's this going? I'm so confused. This is so interesting. All right, we got to see what's going on. Damn, I gotta know why is Zabuza dead? I like to think that Zabuza sounds like a swamp hick in this version. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Wow. Okay. Well, Chapter 5. Tazuna, as well as Team 7, prepared to depart Tazuna's house. It's just a stone's throw away. It shouldn't take long to reach our destination. Kakashi nodded when moments later, Kakashi collapsed. Must have overused the Sharingan. Sasuke and Naruto carried Kakashi while Tazuna escorted them to his house. True to his word, they didn't have to travel far at all. Oto-san, welcome home. Are they the people you hired? Yes, they are. The unconscious man being put down is Hatake Kakashi, their Jonin sensei. The teen with black hair is Uchiha Sasuke. The blonde is Uzumaki Naruto. The pink-haired girl is named Haruno Sakura. Do we have any extra beds? Kakashi needs time and rest to recover. Yeah, we have a few. Oh, my name is Tsunami. Why don't you put your sensei upstairs from the first room to the right? Wait a minute. Yeah, because in this version, Kakashi didn't do the Sharingan thing to Zabuza, right? Wait, Kakashi didn't even use his Sharingan. Kakashi like revealed it, and then he got stuck, and then he got out, and then it was over. He didn't even use it, and he's like knocked out. And that's not even like consistent with the show, because the show he used it more and didn't get knocked out. All right, let's see where they're taking it. I'm a little confused, but I want to see where this is going. Gotta write out Kakashi for some sick stuff to happen, I bet. So, nodding, Sasuke and Naruto lifted their sensei to the bedroom. Oji-san, welcome home, said the grandson of the bridge builder. Inari, come here and introduce yourself to our guests, said Tazuna. Why, she's gonna die anyway, Inari deadpans. Sakura suddenly had a vision of herself dying at the hands of Naruto by slitting her throat. Why is she gonna die? I'm not gonna kill her, said Naruto, coming down the stairs, followed by Sasuke. Grunted Sasuke. ... Why don't we all train for a bit, suggested Naruto. Both Sasuke and Sakura shrugged, then agreed to train. You never watched the Zabuza arc? Well, lucky for you. Ow. My knee. Lucky for you. This here fanfiction is going to tell you everything you need to know about the Land of Waves arc, I think it's called. So here you go. You know, this is exactly what happened verbatim. Don't worry about it. All right. The following morning, all of Team 7 were staring at one thing, Kakashi's mask. Naruto was reaching for the mask when suddenly, Kakashi's eyes snap open and he sat up, knocking all members of Team 7 to the floor. Zabuza is alive, Kakashi bellowed. Tazuna then entered the room, but we all saw him die. You even checked his pulse. Tazuna-san, that Hunter Nin only appeared to kill Zabuza because the neck wound he struck wasn't a pressure point. Naruto's right. What that Hunter Nin struck simply put Zabuza in a near-death state. He'll come back to finish the job by the end of the week, meaning I have ample time to train you all. Train us in what? Asked Sakura. You'll see. Kakashi escorted his team into a clearing, surrounded by tall trees. Now for our training, Kakashi said while using stilts. What are we doing, sensei? Climbing trees, without using your hands. Observe. Kakashi then channeled chakra to the soles of his feet and the bottom of his stilts. Then he started walking up a tree, while perpendicular to the ground. The team stared in shock as Kakashi walked along the bottom of a branch until he faced his team. I've already said that it is not the same as the Zabuza arc. No. Listen, that was past me. Present me is telling you the truth, which is that this is identical to the way that the Land of Waves arc went. So, that's it in a nutshell. Now for you three. Kakashi then flicked 3 kunais at the base of his team's feet, channel chakra into the soles of your feet, and begin climbing. Once you feel like you're about to slip, put a slash mark at the highest point you could reach. Then, try to surpass that mark when you start to climb again. Your goal is to reach the top of the tree. This exercise will improve your chakra control, allowing you to expend less chakra for ninjutsu. But be warned, the soles of your feet are among the hardest locations to gather and focus your chakra. But once you complete tree climbing, in theory, you can master any ninjutsu. What are you waiting for? Start climbing the trees. Oh, and a word of advice. Get a running start. The 3 members grabbed the kunai and proceed to work on this exercise. Sasuke made it 3 feet up the tree until he overloaded his chakra. Quickly slashing the tree, he hops down. Naruto manages 1 step up the tree, then falls, bumping his head. Sakura makes it to the highest point of the tree and shouts out to Sasuke. Sasuke looks up and he grows pissed at how easily she made it up the tree. Since her reserves are so low, she must have perfect chakra control. Keep working on it, Sakura. Run down, then back up again. This will improve your chakra capacity. And Naruto, focus, scolded Kakashi. 4 days have passed, and since Sakura had raised her chakra reserves, Kakashi sent her to guard Tazuna. At the bridge, Sakura noticed just how massive the construction project was. However, around lunchtime, one of the workers quit, saying his fellow bridge workers would all eventually be targeted by Gato, and that he, Tizuna, was in the greatest danger. Tizuna let the worker go. Afterwards, Tizuna was doing Tsunami a favor. He was sent to buy the groceries for that night's dinner. Midway through guarding Tizuna, Sakura realized just how much Nami no Kuni was influenced by Gato. The streets were crowded with homeless and poor people. Some people had no Ryu at all. The grocery store that Tizuna brought her to barely had anything stockpiling the shelves. A man with literally no Ryu on his person noticed Sakura's purse. He began to reach for it. Pow! You pervert! Sakura yells as she kicked the thief. No! Tizuna's family, along with the whole of Team 7, were eating. Kakashi noticed Sakura staring at something. His curiosity piqued, so he also glanced at whatever she was staring at, to notice a nice photograph of a happy family, with Inari grinning broadly and a man's head deliberately ripped off. Is there an importance to that picture? I noticed Inari keeps glancing at it. It was a photo of a hero. Abruptly, Inari left the table. Tsunami scolded Tizuna for bringing up the topic. The man whose face is ripped out of the photo was Inari's father in every way but blood. He was a hero. Naruto, after hearing the story of Kaiza, I assume that's the name of Inari's father, and attempting to confront Inari, Naruto was out late in the forest training. He was currently unconscious on the floor. Nearby, a person was picking up herbs. The person saw the headband and knew that the possessor was a ninja. What the person couldn't figure out was why the ninja was sleeping on the floor. Then she recognized the boy. It's him. Should I kill him now or wait? Haku, which was the person's name, slowly crept up to the boy, reaching for his neck. Pardon me, but a ninja shouldn't sleep out here unguarded. Oh, don't mind me, I must have just fallen asleep training, mumbled Naruto, though he had at least 3 shadow clones doing recon. God, that fake yawn made me yawn for real. Naruto helped the mysterious stranger pick medicinal herbs. Training? Why were you training? To make a point to someone I know. Do you have someone precious to you? The mysterious person asked, thinking about him. Naruto spaced out for a moment, thinking about the precious people he's met in his life. One face kept appearing in his mind, Hinata, and her smiling face. Yeah, I do have someone to protect. Why? By defending that person with all your heart, you'll become truly strong. That's a good way of thinking. Maria was precious to me, as Hinata is to me. Well, I'm done picking herbs. Time to make that precious person of mine healthier. Hey, what's your name? My name is Haku. Oh, and I'm a boy. No, you're a cross-dresser. Author's note, I mean no offense to anyone who cross-dresses. It's who you are and who you want to be. Huh? What? Alright. But anyway, Haku, give Zabuza my best. Haku immediately retreated to her hideout. Sasuke entered the clearing and met eyes with Naruto. Tizuna's family, as well as a fully healed Kakashi and Sakura, were eating dinner. When Naruto and Sasuke busted the door down, both of us, began Sasuke, made it to the top of the tree, continued Naruto, before both collapsed into the 2 chairs that were meant for them. Ah, then the 2 of you can join Sakura and I in guarding our client Tizuna, who is nearly done with construction. Both tiredly sighed before Naruto and Sasuke asked to be served their dinner and demanding seconds. Huh, where? My eyes just lost where I was. Hold on. Just a moment. The 2 chairs made it to the top of the tree. It's tiredly sighed, demanding seconds before throwing up due to fast eating and vomiting. I don't know what, just suddenly blanked, and I had no idea where I was. Inari finally had enough. Why are you 2 training so damn hard? It doesn't matter how much or how long anyone trains. Gato's too strong. He'll pulverize you. There's no such thing as a hero. Look at how much we've suffered. Shut up, kid. We're different from you, said Naruto, who would have normally cursed but held back because of the parents. You don't know the meaning of suffering. We've been suffering for at least a year while you're always acting goofy and joking around. Forget the fucking parents. I've been suffering all my damn life. My parents were killed by the QB no Yoko right after I was born. When I was barely 4 years old, my fucking orphanage caretaker kicked me out with no food or Ryu. I had to survive on scraps of food from the dumpsters and live in the streets. I was always chased by a mob everywhere I went, calling me a demon, even though I have no fucking clue why, Naruto ranted. Then he calmed himself down. So you lost your father. Big deal. I've lost both my parents, and I have no idea if I have any surviving family members out there. It wasn't until the Hokage found me. Besides Ichiraku, every civilian-owned store kicked me out. These clothes are charity. Naruto's rant silenced the whole room. Tizuna was guzzling down bottle after bottle of Sasuke. He's guzzling down bottles of Sasuke. Sorry. Tizuna was guzzling down bottle after bottle of sake, but no amount of sake would make him forget what he heard. Tsunami was openly shedding tears. Sakura was shedding tears also, realizing what a bitch she had been to Naruto. Sasuke felt pity for Naruto. Sure, his entire family was wiped out by his beloved Aniki, but Naruto's situation was far worse. And Sasuke realized why Naruto has that I don't give a damn attitude. Sasuke respected the blonde, but after hearing that, his level of respect for him only grew. Kakashi didn't make a comment, already knowing about his student's situation. Inari had immediately ran to his room, but nobody had the heart to care. If you'll excuse me, I need to go vent, said Naruto before stepping outside. Seconds later, sounds of pounding and other noises, including falling trees, were heard. Would you keep an eye out on Naruto? He's had a long night after that rant last night. Not sure when he'll wake up, said Kakashi. Okay, Kakashi-san, said Tsunami. While Tsunami and Inari were eating late breakfast, Naruto woke up from his nap, only to realize that his team was gone. Aw man, they fucking left me. Quickly getting dressed, he left 2 shadow clones, one posing as the original and one hiding in the shadows. He exited the house and bade farewell to Tsunami, and gave Inari a kunai before leaving them alone. Once out of sight, Naruto sprinted off at a moderately high speed, hoping to reach the bridge in time. Why did he hide one in the shadows? Probably more plot stuff, I bet. Tizuna was being guarded by Sakura, while Kakashi-sensei was in a staring contest with Zabuza. Naruto arrived and couldn't locate Sasuke until he saw a glimpse of fire. Looking where he saw the fire, he saw Sasuke trapped in a dome of ice mirrors, being pelted by Senbon. Naruto stealthily ran towards the ice mirror dome and stayed on the outside. Chaos Spear! Naruto's hand was crackling with chaos energy, and Sasuke realized that Naruto was outside of the mirror dome. Perfect. Fire release, grand fireball jutsu. Sasuke's giant fireball impacted the same mirror as Naruto's chaos spear. The combined attack actually appeared like Chaos Lance, but Shadow was unable to perform that attack until either the 7 Chaos Emeralds were gathered and he used to make a Super Shadow, or when Shadow removed his inhibitor rings. The attack managed to destroy half of the Hunter Nin's mirrors, but she counterattacked by flicking her remaining Senbon at Sasuke, who had awakened his Sharingan, and dodged accordingly. But with such a long battle, Sasuke was getting more and more exhausted. He was so exhausted, in fact, that he collapsed while Naruto was fighting. Upon noticing that Sasuke was down, and thinking that the Hinter Nin had severely harmed him or worse, Naruto became angry, but still dodged as best he could while focusing on his chaos energy. Naruto removed his inhibitor rings for a power boost. Unknown to either Shadow or Naruto, upon removal of the rings, the dreaded Kyuubi no Yoko awakened from a peaceful beauty sleep. Oh, so the inhibitor rings also keep the Nine-Tailed Fox under control. Cool. I'd like to take this time to say happy birthday, Hinata. As Hinata's birthday gift, Hinata missed her Dark Prince. Naruto had departed on a C-rank mission, but to her, it seemed like forever since he left, even though it was barely 3 days since he left her. Suddenly, Kiba appeared in the distance and stopped by. Happy birthday, Hinata. Or why are you crying? Why is Hinata crying? 'Cause Naruto left her. Naruto probably doesn't even know that today's my birthday. Her teammates didn't know that she was going out with Naruto. Don't worry about it. Here, why don't we walk to Sensei's house? Asked Kiba. Oh, sure. Kiba led her to Kurenai's house. The lights were all out, which made Hinata worry. Hey, here we are. Hey, how come the lights are out? Kiba sniffed the property and found no threatening smells. I mean, it smells all right. Here. Kiba opened the door and guided her in. Man, it's dark around here. Let me flick on the lights. Light illuminated the room. Surprise! Shouted Kurenai, Asuma, Choji, Ino, and Hanabi. Bah humbug, happy birthday, Hinata, said Shikamaru. Likewise, Hinata, said Shino. Hinata was shocked into silence. When she finally regained her voice, she was happy. I thought no one knew or even remembered my birthday. I told your sensei and she let everyone here know, said Hinata's 7-year-old sister, Hyuga Hinabi. Are you hungry? Your sensei has a cake. Okay. After everyone ate, Choji finished the leftovers. Hinata was presented with some gifts. Among them was a Genjutsu scroll, a Shogi and Go board game, a pet puppy, and a makeup case. Hinata was happy, but secretly disappointed that her dark prince didn't even get her a present. That was when Kurenai Sensei brought out a gift from someone anonymous. Hinata was touched that Naruto remembered her birthday. She opened the gift to receive an engagement ring. Huh? We're already getting engaged? Hinata woke up, yawning. Was that a dream? She briefly examined the calendar to find out that it was still December 27th. She looked at her hand to discover no ring. Damn it. Alright, not gonna lie. They baited me. I fell for it. Aren't they only 12? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're only 12. Hey, you can get married at 12 if you are an orphan or something. I don't know. Probably. Listen, I'm not very well versed on human laws. All right, well, so I got baited to thinking that they were actually going to get engaged. Anyway, moving it back on. So, the inhibitor rings are now removed from Naruto. Time to get serious. Chapter 6. Naruto was so ticked off that the hunter incapacitated Sasuke, or worse, that Naruto let out a scream of outrage. He was so angry that he not only tapped into the full powers of Shadow the Hedgehog, but unknowingly into the Kyuubi no Yoko's power as well. Shadow's chaos energy combined with Kyuubi's yokai, creating an enhanced version of chaos, hyper chaos, as well as suppressing Kyuubi's willpower. I'm gonna kill you, Chaos Lance! Naruto, bearing not only a red chaos energy shroud from Shadow, but also a more feral facial structure from the Kyuubi. Naruto shouted out as a red-colored chaos spear exploded on impact, with the hunter's mask revealing her face. The face of Haku. Haku, why did you kill Sasuke? Naruto asked as the Kyuubi's energy, along with the chaos energy, disappeared as Naruto replaced his inhibitor rings. I didn't kill him. Like I did with Zabuza, I faked his death by not striking a pressure point. Kakashi sensed that the Kyuubi's seal had loosened, so he decided to end it as soon as possible. He unraveled a scroll from his vest, drew a line of blood on it, and made the scroll do a dance around his fingers, before ending the gesture with the dog seal. Kuchiyose Doton, Tsuyoga no Jutsu. Summoning Earth Release, Tracking Fang Jutsu. Kakashi's ninja dogs erupted from the ground and held down Zabuza. I'm not just the copy nin. In my time as a Jonin during the Third Great Shinobi War, I developed my own ninjutsu. Kakashi makes 3 hand seals and holds down his right palm. Chidori! 1,000 birds. Kakashi loudly said as the blue electricity enveloped his right palm. Behold, my original ninjutsu, an A-rank assassination type ninjutsu. What the? I'm actually able to see his chakra, so this ninjutsu is that concentrated, Zabuza thought, starting to worry. This is the end. Your future. Kakashi started running towards Zabuza, aiming to impale him. Is death! Haku paused. Zabuza-sama is in danger. And then Haku immediately vanished into the water. Fuck, thought Naruto. Chaos control! Hope I make it in time. But Naruto was too late. Haku had sacrificed herself to save Zabuza, who laughingly took advantage of her death. Suddenly, Naruto teleported in to block Zabuza's decapitating carving knife with a point-blank Chaos Spear. Zabuza couldn't dodge it in time, and the Chaos Spear punctured a hole through Zabuza's left arm. Well, 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 the so-called Demon of the Mist couldn't even handle a simple assassination? How pathetic, said the fat man known as Gato, surrounded by thugs and bandits. It's a good thing I'm not paying you. His rant was cut short as an arrow landed in front of his feet. Stay away from my village, shouted the kid Inari, armed with a crossbow. The rest of the villagers behind him were armed with various pointed objects, including pitchforks. Naruto started to harshly scold Zabuza, leaving him with tears in his eyes. Kakashi, we are no longer enemies because I have no reason to assassinate Suzuna anymore. And kid, shut up and hand me a kunai. Sure, Naruto nonchalantly said as he tossed a kunai towards Zabuza, who grabbed it with his teeth. Wait a minute. Zabuza's arms... Ah, there we go, okay. Yeah, so his arms are still messed up. I was wondering. Sure. So, once Zabuza and Kakashi backed up, Naruto closed his eyes. Chaos! Naruto snapped his eyes open as he leapt up and crossed his forearms and legs. Blast! Naruto let out a silent yell as he opened his arms and legs. Think of a Saiyan transforming into a Super Saiyan, as a red energy dome erupted from him as it vaporized half the mob. Shadow had a sudden urge to sing a verse from his theme song. Oh well, can you see all of me? Walk into your destiny. Step inside and hold on for dear life. Do you remember me? I don't actually know what Shadow's theme is, so I have no idea what cadence I'm supposed to sing that is. Now Naruto's Goku. No, he doesn't actually go Super Saiyan. He just does the like motion of like, you know, when you go Super Saiyan, you like puff out your chest and stuff. That's what they're trying to say. Shadow's chant ended. Zabuza roared with glee as he ran in through the mob and started slaughtering every bandit and thug in sight. But the mob counterattacked by stabbing him with swords. While Zabuza was ignoring his injuries, he, with help from the villagers and Kakashi, exterminated most of the thugs and bandits except for Gato, who tried to run away until Zabuza caught him. Demon! Shouted a cowering Gato, who saw an image of a demon floating above Zabuza, before Zabuza attacked, making multiple wounds and slitting his throat, and finally pushed the dead Gato into the water. Upon the death of Gato, all of the villagers celebrated, but Zabuza was drastically wounded. The doctors in Nami no Kuni did their best to heal him, but he will be left with a deep scar for the rest of his life. Wait, Zabuza lives? Doctors do their best to heal him, but he's going to be left with a deep scar for the rest of his... Yeah, Zabuza lives. Nice. It had been a few days since Gato's death. Zabuza had disappeared and Haku buried. Also, the bridge had finally been completely constructed. Team 7 was ready to depart. They exchanged a small talk with the villagers and promised that they see each other again. Team 7 finally left, and Tizuna had named the bridge after Naruto. It was known as the Great Naruto Bridge. Once Team 7 crossed the bridge, the Roman intercepted him. But Haku died? Yeah. So, Haku's dead and buried, and Zabuza is alive and has dipped. It sounds like. So I'm excited because I imagine this means that Zabuza is going to show up later, which is hype. I like Zabuza. Zabuza is cool. All right. So the Roman intercepted him. All hail Prince Naruto. What the fuck? What's with that title? Asked Naruto to the Roman. Both of us are survivors of the Uzumaki clan, and you, Prince Naruto, are royalty, and I am your humble servant. Well, this is cool and all, but Prince, I'm not worthy, thought Naruto, even though at home and in private Hinata calls him her dark prince. Ah, but you are the heir, and I am to serve you as the last surviving Uzumaki. Heir? So I'm a part of a clan? What happened to the clan, or to my homeland? Like I said, we're the only two known survivors. As for our homeland, please follow me. Naruto, go ahead to your homeland with the Roman as your escort, Kakashi eye smiled. Ah, forgive me. I did not supply a name yet. Call me Uzumaki. You know, it's been so long since I was named that I forget my full name. For now, just call me Uzumaki-san. Naruto, even though I am interested in your origins, it's none of our business. So we'll see ya. By the end of the week, perhaps longer. Understood. Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke departed for Konoha. Our homeland, Uzushio-gakure no Sato, exists in Uzu no Kuni, which is about a day's travel from Nami no Kuni. Uzushio-gakure exists on an island off the coast some miles away. Naruto arrived at his homeland and was upset at Uzushio-gakure's condition. Most, if not all, of the buildings had collapsed. The only building that survived appeared to be the Uzukage Tower. But even though the building was not destroyed, the inside, Naruto found, was ransacked. As much as we care, we don't, see ya. Yeah, that's pretty much what they said. However, just when Naruto was about to leave, the door to the Uzukage office opened. Naruto prepared himself for battle, but he was surprised at who exited the office. Zabuza, what are you doing here? Well, if it isn't Naruto. I was visiting an old friend. Should have realized this earlier, but this place is your home? I don't think so. I mean, my ancestors lived here, but my true home lies in Konoha-gakure no Sato. Konoha, said a bewildered Uzumaki-san. So that's where you were hiding. So, do you have news on Uzumaki Kushina, Naruto? Uzumaki Kushina? I'm not familiar with that name. Who is she? Asked a curious Naruto, and Shadow was showing a bit of interest as well as Zabuza. Of course, Kyuubi already knew who she was. Why, she is known other than your mother. Zabuza dropped to the floor laughing. You're her son? Zabuza was about to continue, until he noticed that Naruto had fainted. Zabuza and Uzumaki-san's sweat dropped. First time I ever saw an Uzumaki faint, thought both of them with a chuckle. Hinata fainted for no apparent reason, dodging a kunai that was thrown by an enemy ninja. They are deeply connected. Wow, so we're really, honestly, it was kind of just like a very faithful, like here, everything's like this, and then it's like very slightly different because Naruto's slightly different version of everything, but we're just going in now it's like the real stuff's happening, right? Like the stuff that they want to get to as like, this is why they made this AU. So you don't know where this is going? Me neither. This is exciting. So Naruto sprang to his feet. Who, what, when, where, why? Babbled the confused Naruto. Zabuza sighs. In order, Kushina is your mother. As for what, she was the Uzukage, but she left this place about 15 years ago. I believe that she had an affair. And why? To escape this place, said Zabuza sarcastically. Why are you here? Asked Naruto, addressing Zabuza. I failed her and her clan. Haku and I were hired to protect the Uzumaki clan, but the enemies outnumbered us 3-1. Still, we fought on, and by the end of the battle, the Uzumaki clan, save one person, were wiped out. The only survivor ran towards Konoha. So, you were working as a bodyguard for my clan, but since Uzumaki-san and I are the only survivors, you won't receive payment from me. As far as I'm concerned, the mission is still going on. How would you like to defect to Konoha? Defect to Konoha? On the one hand, this means that the hunter nins after me will eventually stop and I can continue to be your bodyguard. So I accept, but surely the Hokage will deny this. Don't worry about him. Sandaime Oji-san owes me many favors. Wow. How old is Haku? I think you mean to say, how old was Haku in this one? And I believe that Haku was still really young, like a around, I think, like 13 or 14, I think. Yeah. So, hold on. How old was Haku? That is a good question, because in this, hold on, let me. Haku Naruto was 15. Yeah, so Haku was 15 and was, so in this version Haku has to be older, right? Because both Haku and Zabuza were bodyguards of the Uzumaki clan, of which only one survived, which was Naruto's mom, who ran to Konoha. And yeah, so Haku has to be older in this version. So Haku was definitely, like, Haku had to be at least like 20, right? So, okay. Uzumaki-san and Zabuza were guided towards Konoha. Once they arrived, they were immediately called to the Hokage's office, where he was shocked to find a survivor of the Uzumaki clan. He questioned Zabuza about his actions the past month, and then hired him to become Naruto's unofficial bodyguard and an Anbu member. While this is going nuts. While Uzumaki-san was exploring Konoha, Naruto was walking down the street, hoping to run into his team, when he located a poorly constructed box. "Okay, Konohamaru, come out." Suddenly the box exploded. 3 distinct voices were heard coughing. "You used too much gunpowder." "No, I didn't." The smoke cleared to reveal 3 academy students. "You promised to play ninja with us." Wait, I don't remember Konohamaru being in this version. Yeah, I don't... Was Konohamaru in this version? I don't remember him being here. Huh. Well, "You promised to play ninja with us," demanded Konohamaru, the grandson of the third. He was wearing a blue scarf that was too long for his body. A ninja playing ninja? Sakura was about to start laughing when she received a glare from Naruto, which immediately shut her up. "Okay, I'll play with you. Same rules?" asked Naruto. With a nod from Konohamaru, Naruto turned away, only for the 3 academy students to run. Whoa, boy, this was a big chapter. Jesus. So, we now have Uzumaki clan stuff. So we have Uzumaki-san, who is a random low-ranking member of the Uzumaki clan, who is now the servant of Naruto, and Zabuza just survived and was like, "Yo, what up, dog? I was a bodyguard for the Uzumakis and I didn't do a good job, but now I'm gonna bodyguard you instead." So now Naruto has a servant and a bodyguard, one of which is Zabuza, which is all right. That was one hell of a chapter. Holy shit! Now the world is churning. Now this is a real story now. Hell yeah. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Can't wait to meet Gaara. Oh. If I can speak. Can't wait to meet Gaara. Same. This is super exciting. This is gonna be super fun. I'm excited to see what they do with Gaara and how the rest of this is gonna work. All right. Chapter 7. Konohamaru and his friends were running from Naruto to find a good spot to hide, while Konohamaru bumped into a shinobi that didn't originate from Konoha. The genin wears a black, baggy, full bodysuit with a red and yellow circle on the front. He also wears a black hood with cat-like ears, and his forehead protector on his forehead. This hood covers his hair completely. The man had makeup on his face, although he insists it's war paint. He had a package tied around his back. The foreign genin picked up Konohamaru by the scruff of his neck and threatened to beat his ass. "It's just a little kid who accidentally ran into you on the street. Chill out." Naruto appeared in a flash and said, "I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's Konohamaru. Also, the Sandayame's grandson." "Ah, I didn't realize. Sorry about that. Name's Kankuro," said Kankuro, realising Konohamaru. I'm Tamari, said the kunoichi that had dark green eyes and blonde hair, which is gathered into 4 pineapple-shaped ponytails. Tamari's outfit consists of a single light purple colored, off-the-shoulders garment that extends to halfway down her thighs, with a scarlet sash tied around her waist, in addition to incorporating fishnets worn over her shoulders and legs, specifically on her right calf and her left thigh. She also wore her headband around her neck. She also had a long object on her back. Here we go. Yeah, we're actually just getting right into the sand ninjas. Hell yeah. Sabaku no Gara is my name, said a boy who mysteriously appeared hanging upside down on a tree branch. Gara had a kanji for love etched above his left eye. Both eyes were green in color. He has pale skin and short, spiky hair that is brick red. He wears a black full body suit with t-shirt-like sleeves, 3/4 length legs, and an open neck. With this, he wore a white cloth over his right shoulder and the left side of his hips, and a wide leather band system over his left shoulder and right side of his hips. With his leather band, he carried around a gourd. Really going into detail for tomorrow. They're going into detail to all of them. They all just like have complete, full like bio descriptions. I'm Uzumaki Naruto. This is one of my teammates, Haruno Sakura. And I'm Uchiha Sasuke, said Sasuke, standing on a tree branch beside Gaara, before he leapt down to join his teammates. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke, I look forward to fighting you in these exams, said Gaara, about to turn away when a question was asked. Exams? What exams? Asked a confused Sakura before she noticed the headbands of the 3 foreign genin. Wait, aren't you from Sunagakure no Sato? Foreign genin aren't allowed to trespass over other countries or ninja villages without a permit. Kakashi suddenly appeared. Yeah, why is... this is for people who've never seen the anime. They really need the detail. Oh, that's fair. And to be fair, they could have a fair number of Sonic fans reading this fan fiction. So they need to, you know, really get a feel for the Naruto designs. But yeah, wow. Okay. Sakura, the permit police, who's saying, I can't believe you're in our town without a permit. Kakashi suddenly appears and says, the 3 Sannin are here for the Chunin exams, which you can attend by filling out these forms completely and handing them in to room 301 at the Shinobi Academy in 2 days at noon. Kakashi handed the forms to his Genin squad, but then he disappeared in a cloud of smoke. A shadow clone, thought Naruto. What are the Chunin exams? Asked Sakura to the group, hoping that Sasuke-kun would know. Sasuke replies, I don't know, making Sakura sigh in disappointment. Tamari sighs, then she explains what these exams are. The Chunin selection exams, or Chunin exams for short, are a type of test to test the abilities of all genin participating in the exams. If the genin performed well, he, or so she in my case, will be considered for promotion for Chunin. There are also field promotions, but those rarely, if ever, occur. The Sand team left, and Sasuke was excited at the prospect of the Chunin selection exams. They know what a Chunin is, right? So wouldn't a Chunin exam be pretty obvious? It'd be like, so it'd be like if I was like, oh, hey, so this here is a driver exam. And they're like, what's a driver exam? And it's just like, you know what a driver is? And they're like, yeah. And it's like, it's a driver exam. And they're like, what is that? I don't understand. What do you mean driver exam? Is it, huh? And it's like, no, okay, so it's an exam that you take to be a driver. And they're like, no, okay, I get it now. I get it. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Chunin exams. And exams to become Chunin. Gotcha. Naruto was awoken at 10 a.m. by Uzumaki-san and performed his morning routines after greeting his friend. Everyone in the story is very edgy and stupid. Well, they're allowed to be. I mean, nothing's saying they don't have to. Alright. He was awoken performing his normal morning routines after greeting his friend. He had a date with his princess. They had agreed to meet at the park at noon. Naruto told his teammates that he'd be unavailable for most of the day. At 11:30, Naruto left to the park. Hinata, Naruto's princess, was already waiting at the park for her dark prince. She had secretly snuck out of her compound. She was worried that her teammates or Naruto's teammates would discover them. ruining the date. At 12:05, Naruto arrived at the park and greeted her with a kiss. It took Naruto 35 minutes to walk to the park. So what do you want to do, Naruto? I don't know, but let's think about this somewhere else. Naruto grabbed her hand, making her blush a bit, before Naruto shouted, "Chaos Control!" and vanished. "Damn Chaos Control," said Sasuke as he stood up from a bush and was about to leave, before Sakura appeared. "Let's keep this a secret between you and me." Grunted Sasuke as he walked away. A disappointed Sakura sighed and left for home as well. Yeah, he's going to make out. This is his princess. Boy is stupid, we went over this. Yeah, alright, that happens. "Damn it, he vanished and I can't track either of them," complained Kiba to his silent teammates. Wow, so both teams are they're just nosy Nancy's, you know? Like, alright, so imagine, you're going out with your homegirl and, you got Sonic, you got Shadow the Hedgehog in your tummy, and you're going out with your homegirl, and then, like, your friends are just trying to catch your digs, right? And then you just gotta Chaos Control out of there, right? Just use the Shadow in your tummy and go Chaos Control. Bam, you out of there. Friends ain't got no bother on you and your pretty date with your honey. Isn't that great? Poetic. Naruto and Hinata appeared atop the Hokage monument. "We're here," said Naruto excitedly. "Where are we?" asked Hinata as she looked around, only to leap forward upon discovering she was standing on top of the Hokage monument. "We're on Yondaime's head." "So do you want to do something?" asked Naruto. "Well, how about a picnic?" Hinata asked as she unsealed a bunch of food containers. "I hope you're hungry, Naruto-kun." "Hungry? No. I'm famished." Team 7 arrived at the academy around 10 a.m., and they proceeded to enter the place. They ascended one floor, and they found themselves at their destination. "Wait a minute here," thought Naruto. They saw a kid with bushy eyebrows wearing green spandex, who had a ridiculous bowl-cut hairstyle being pushed around by two genin. "It's someone as talentless as you really planning to take on the Chunin selection exam? Why bother? Bunch of wet behind the ear snot noses," said Kotetsu Hagane. "You said it," replied Izumo Kazimuzi to Kotetsu Hagane. "You guys know that the Chunin exams are incredibly difficult. We should know," said Kotetsu Hagane. "Yeah, we failed 3 times so far. There are people who make it and then immediately give up on being shinobi. Others who end up crippled, and some reduced to vegetables. We've seen it all," replied Izumo Kamizuki. Besides that, Chunin are commanders. They lead their units. They're responsible for failed missions, and dead shinobi rest firmly on their shoulders. And you little punks have the nerve to apply? We're saving a step by weeding out the obvious losers beforehand, concluded Kotetsu Hagane. While all of this is going on, Team 7, already realizing that they're under a genjutsu, sneaks up the stairs to a 3rd floor. "Hey, you with the scowl," rudely demanded the same genin being pushed around. Team 7 looks up with varying glances. "What do you want?" asked Sasuke. "You and me here and now want to fight?" asked the genin before going into an unfamiliar stance. "Why?" "My name is Rock Lee. It's polite to give your name first, right, Uchiha Sasuke?" "So, you know my name, but why do you want to fight me?" asked Sasuke. "I wish to test myself against a genius like you." "Fine then. This should make a good warm-up," thought Sasuke, assuming his stance. Naruto calls for the match to start. After the anticlimactic match, we're skipping the match, nothing was different. And being utterly horrified at the appearance of Gai Sensei and the subsequent sunset genjutsu, Team 7 proceeded to the exam room, where they are greeted by Kakashi. "Congratulations for coming. This exam can only be taken in groups of 3. You all came on your own free will. Please step through the doors." "Is something the matter, Sasuke?" "Sharingan. Genjutsu. Gai Sensei." Kakashi took on a horrified appearance before ushering in his squad, then proceeds to vomit. Huh? Why? Team 7 steps through the doors and are stunned at what is behind it. There seems to be over 100 Chunin hopefuls, most from different countries. Team 7 immediately became nervous, and Sasuke tensed. He heard the familiar sound of fangirls. Before he could run, he was glomped by Ino. Sasuke-kun! Get off him, Ino pig! Yelled the pink-haired banshee, glomping Sasuke in retaliation. Make me forehead girl, and taunted Ino, sticking out her tongue. Hey, look who's here. Naruto, I didn't expect that you'll be here, Mr. Dead Last, said a Genin with a puppy on his head. Kiba, don't push me into doing something I don't want to do, responded Naruto. Why, you gonna hurt me? You couldn't even if you tried, arrogantly boasted Kiba. Don't underestimate him, Kiba. If he's on Kakashi's team, that must mean he's passed the infamous bell test, said the taciturn Shino behind Kiba. Shut up, Shino, you don't know anything. Damn, okay. How troublesome. You three are here too, said the lazy Genin, who could only be one person. I remember you, but I kind of forgot your name. Your introductions are troublesome. I am Nara Shikamaru. This guy next to me is Akamichi Choji, said Shikamaru, pointing to a chubby Genin eating a bag of chips. Naruto looked around and appeared a bit intimidated by the number of Genin participants. Kakashi outside the door. If my team is like me, then my team will surely be very nervous, thought Kakashi as he cleaned up his mess. Back in room 301. Naruto was fidgeting nervously. He must be very worried, thought Hinata. Maybe I should cheer him up. Ano, Naruto-kun, it's all right. You don't have to be. Naruto stopped shaking, raised his fist in the air, and points at the large group of participants and yells, My name is Uzumaki Naruto, and I will not lose to any of you. Back to Kakashi. Kakashi has this huge sweat drop on his head. Well, that's Naruto being himself. Oh well. Kakashi walks off, finishing cleaning and putting up his Icha Paradise novel and starts reading. Shikamaru doesn't know who Naruto is? No, I think it was the reverse. I'm pretty sure what that was saying was the reverse, which is that Naruto's like, I don't remember your name. And then Shikamaru was like, oh, my name is Nara Shikamaru. Kakashi had a huge sweat drop on his head. All right, back in room 301. How troublesome, said Shikamaru. Show off, grunted Kiba. Who does he think he is? Rudely asked Sakura before she realized just who she was talking to. Idiot. Hey, be quiet unless you want to be killed, said a silver-haired Genin wearing glasses. Who are you? Asked Sasuke. Oh, sorry, my name is Yakushi Kabuto. I am a Konoha Genin like you all. Hello, fellow Genin. My name is Yakushi Kabuto. Sniff, sniff. Something or someone smells like a snake. Who or what could it be, thought Kiba. Anyway, you don't want to cause a commotion or you'll make everyone here your enemy. The least I can do for you guys is give you some vital information on what you're in for with these Shinobi info cards. Shinobi info cards? What's that? Asked the ever-curious Sakura. Shinobi info cards. I wonder, do you have any information on individuals taking this exam? Asked Sasuke. Of course I do. Why? Is there someone here that interests you? Gaara of the desert, said Naruto. Rock Lee from Konoha, said Sasuke. And Uzumaki Naruto from Konoha, added Kiba, making Naruto glare at him. Bitch, Shikamaru and Naruto are really good friends. Who's this writer? I'll fight them. Whoa, just calm down, calm down. And listen, they may have become good friends and or been retconned into like, yeah, they hung out in the academy sometimes. But in the original draft of the show / manga, they actually weren't. Like that's an actual scene that happened, which was like, I don't remember your name. And it's like, Shikamaru, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Since I have the names, this will be boring. Here. Kabuto shows 3 blank cards. The first shows Lee after he channeled some chakra. Rock Lee. He is a year older than any of you. Missions to date, 20 D ranked, 11 C ranked, and his sensei is Maito Gai. He has no skills in ninjutsu or genjutsu, but his taijutsu skills have grown over the past year. He was considered a standout among last year's Genin, but he did not apply for the Chunin selection exams that year. So this is his first time taking the exam. His teammates are Hyuga Neji and Tenten, ended Kabuto before moving to the next card. Next is Gaara of the Desert. 8 C-ranked missions, 1 B-ranked. Wow, not many rookie Genin get assigned to B-rank missions. Since he is from way out in the desert, I don't have that much information on him. But according to this, he has escaped from every mission without a scratch, said Kabuto before moving the final card. Next is Uzumaki Naruto. An undetermined number of D-rank missions, 1 B-rank mission, along with 1 C-rank mission turned A-rank mission. He has better stats than Gaara. His ninjutsu skills are above average, as well as his taijutsu skills, but his genjutsu abilities are horrible. He was considered dead last by all other genin. Naruto twitches, but nobody noticed besides Hinata. But he has improved greatly. Okay, that's all the information you guys requested. I'll be going now. Would all of you shut up? Shouted a man with a black bandana. All the genin tensed as they looked through a hole in the wall, which was just made. Sorry to have kept you waiting for so long. I'm your first examiner, Marino Ibiki. It's high time someone laid some ground rules. From this point forward, there will be no more fighting without the examiner's permission, and if that permission is granted, you may not intentionally endanger that person's life, or you will be immediately disqualified. The first part of the Chunin selection exam is about to begin. Turn in your written applications and take one of these placards. Then report directly to your seat indicated. When everyone is seated, we will pass out the written part of the test. The crowd of genin was silent as they obeyed Ibiki's ruling. Wait a minute. Nani? A paper test? This is bad. Naruto performs horribly on any written exam. He always gets nervous during written exams, thought Sasuke before shaking his head. Wait, since when did I start caring for Naruto? Well, they did make out, to be fair. Naruto and Sasuke have made out before, so, you know, you'll start to develop feelings with people if you make out with them. That's just kind of how it works. Ibiki spoke again as he handed out test papers. Papers down until I give the signal. Now listen up. There are a few big rules that pertain to this first test. I write them on the blackboard and explain them all, but I am not taking any questions, and listen carefully. I will say this only once. Rules? Sakura pondered out loud. And no questions. I wonder why. Rule number 1. Each of you starts out with 10 points. This test has a total of 10 questions. For each question that you get wrong, you lose 1 point. Get all 10 right, and you retain the total points that you have. So, Naruto thought, in other words, if I get all 10 questions wrong, I'll end up with no points at all. You got that right, Naruto, sarcastically spoke Shadow. Rule number 2. This test is a team event. Passing or failing will be determined by the sum of points held by all 3 members of each team. The object is for each team to have as few points deducted as possible from its joint 30-point total. Rule number 3. If, during the course of this written test, we find a shinobi who does anything out of the ordinary or cheated, we will subtract 2 points from each member of the cheater's team. If you let the proctors catch you cheating, you'll bring yourself and your team down. If you aspire to become Chunin, you'll want to be the best shinobi that you can, then you'd better start acting like you already are. And by the way, if one member of a team gets no points, then that person and their team automatically fail. Nani? Thought Naruto. Oh shit, I can feel Sasuke's bloodlust already. You have 1 hour, starting now, said Ibiki as he looked at the clock to strike the next hour. Damn, alright. Shit's going in. It's time. Wow, I think that's going to be a good place to leave off for today, because my voice is getting a little tired. So, we are about to start the Chunin exams, the written test portion. This shit is crazy, my man. Well, I think that is good. So, chapter 7. Wow, we read 5 chapters of this today. Isn't this great? It's a wonderful fan fiction, am I right? Man, there's some wild shit happening. I wonder where Zabuza is, by the way. They made a big deal to like point out that Zabuza is like his bodyguard now, but I don't think they even mentioned Zabuza, did they? But either way, so we'll have to see what's going on next time, because we have now completed 7 out of 20 chapters, and that, man, this is some crazy shit. We're gonna have to come to town on it later. But anyway, thank you so much from me to you, and thank you for tuning in. Make sure to have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.